Are we on? Are we live? You know what that means.
It's peanut butter jelly time. Peanut butter jelly time. Peanut butter jelly time.
Where you at? Where you at? Where you at? There you go. There you go. There you go. There you go. Peanut butter jelly. Peanut butter jelly.
Peanut butter jelly.
Peanut butter. Wait. Peanut butter jelly. Peanut butter. Peanut butter jelly with the baseball bat. Is anybody on? Let me go check. There you go. There you go. There you go. Peanut butter jelly. Peanut butter jelly. I'm going to keep going till... Oh, someone said hi. I was going to keep going until someone talked and someone said hi. Hey, Project Shark. What's up? Aiden's here. Happy St. Patrick's Day, Aiden. I have an Aiden in my house. I have a nephew. He's here today, Aiden. And he was decked out. Wait, sometimes he'll make an appearance and come say hi to everybody during my live stream, but all green. And look at me, I'm not wearing any green. I will get pinched for days today. Wait, there's a little green in my pants. There's a little bit of green there. But happy St. Patrick's Day to everyone. I know I was late today. I'm still over here eating my bread. Look, I have my bagel over here eating my breakfast. Right before I was going to go live, I had a package delivered because I shouldn't eat when I'm doing this because I can't talk. Bagels, yes. Let me take a drink. But no, parent life. About to go live. Then at the doorbell, package delivered. My daughter did some fundraiser thing and they delivered everything this morning. And some of them had to go in the freezer. So then I had to unbox it and put it in the freezer before I can even come. Parent life. I'm telling you, parent life. But I'm here now. And it's St. Patrick's Day. And does anybody tell you what the day is about? Because that's what I said. My nephew Aiden, if Aiden's still here, came in today at my house because he still virtual schools and does it over here. He is decked out in the green. Like from head to toe has the green on. And then I asked him, I was like, you even know what St. Patrick's Day is? I said, what's St. Patrick's Day about? We all know you wear green. You know what he told me? He's like, it's the Leprechaun's Day. I was like, kind of guess. Who can tell me, who knows what the St. Patrick's Day is about? Hi, Rishi. I'm doing good, Rishi. How are you? Oh, let me fix it. The lighting on this is kind of off. I didn't even get to brush my hair, my teeth. That's how much I rushed to get on. Let's make it today a short stream. Y'all want to do that? Short stream today. Timothy Morris, happy St. Patrick's Day to everybody in the chat. I was just, oh, look, Timothy Morris. Oh, I thought you got your beer because that's what I was just asking. What do people know about the St. Patrick's Day? And that's what I said. I was like, what I know about it, you drink beer on the day. They have the parade. You wear your green. You get kissed if you're Irish. You get kissed if you're Irish. And something about leprechauns. They got to be something about leprechauns and four-leaf clovers in there somewhere. So, but I know a little bit about, because it's like the day that honors the Saint Patrick, his name, right? The St. Patrick. And then I looked it up real quick. I was like, this is like the day he died. I think that's what they said. I don't know if this is the exact day, but it's like a celebration. I was like, why are they celebrating his death? But so today I think is actually the day St. Patrick died. Hey, Andrew H. Happy St. Pat's Day to you. So, and this is let me tell y'all. I'm going to tell y'all my extensive knowledge of St. Patrick. And you drink the Shamrock Shake. That's what you get on St. Patrick's Day. You drink the beer. They got the parades. You wear your green. You get kissed if you're Irish. You what is it? You get kissed if you're Irish. You drink your Shamrock Shakes at McDonald's, and something about leprechauns. Something about leprechauns is in there. There's something about leprechauns in there. So that's what the day is. But then also I know a little bit about the regular St. Patrick's. Good thing I drank the Shamrock Shake because it's over then, right? For feast and religiousness, I think Aiden said. I don't even know what feast they really. I mean, we don't have a special feast. I guess if it's like maybe Irish food, like the corned beef and the hash or something like that for the St. Patrick's. But let me tell you, I was like, well, why is he one of like the best saints that he gets his own day? That's what I didn't know. Why is St. Patrick? But then I remembered a story. Tell me if this is true. That isn't St. Patrick, the saint from Ireland that they had like he drove out the snakes. Isn't this the guy they had, I guess, too many snakes in Ireland that was drinking all the beer? I don't know what it was doing in Ireland. Maybe it was destroying crop. I don't know. But there was just too many snakes and he drove them all out. I was like, right there, that'll be my right there. Heads up to you, St. Pat's. Heads up to you because I don't like a snake. I don't like a snake. So the one who can drive out the snakes, I'm all for it. But is there anything I'm missing? For anybody that has the extensive St. Patrick's Day knowledge, is there anything I'm missing with that? And the Shamrock Shakes. Project Shark, you ain't gonna believe this. You ain't gonna believe this, Project Shark, but I've never had the Shamrock Shake at McDonald's. Is it still? Look, I'm over here eating my bagel. This ain't even a regular bagel. This is a bagel thin. This is the thin bagel because I'm dieting, trying to get rid of my quarantine weight because the world's gonna be opening up, and I'm like, I gotta fit my clothes. I gotta fit my clothes, so I'm over here eating a bagel thins. Still can't eat. No, I can't even get. I bet those Shamrock Shakes are like 1,000,000 calories over at McDonald's. I bet they're 1,000,000 calories. I can't have no Shamrock Shake. Are they delicious though? What do they taste like? You would think they're minty with being green, right? You would think it's like a minty flavor. You should try it. Oh, it is. It's real minty because I love minty stuff. My favorite ice cream's mint chocolate chip. Maybe I'll get one and like share it with like because my daughter likes shakes. Get one for her, but then I could just taste. Probably one sip is like 50 calories, maybe more. But if I could count that as like 50 calories, I could just take a sip to taste it. We'll see. What did you say? Well, Falcon and the Winter Soldier is coming out in 2 days, which is my parents are excited. I seen the first episode, Project Shark. I saw the first episode. You can have Oreos in it. Is that an option? They let you have Oreos in the Shamrock Shake? I gotta go out. Cheat day. Wait, when did they go? Is today the last day? Oh no. Is today the last day? I'm gonna be upset. They'll bring them back next year and I won't be on a diet then probably. At least one day cheat day. I should have known. I should have did this before. Last weekend I had a cheat day. I should have got me a Shamrock Shake because on my cheat days I try to go to McDonald's because they got the best fries in the world. But I didn't even think to get a Shamrock Shake. Still haven't tried it. So yes, the Falcon and the Winter Soldier you brought up. The Falcon and the Winter Soldier. I'm super excited about it. And let me tell you, after watching there's an embargo. I can't talk about it too much. Like what's today? Wednesday? Tomorrow the embargo's up. So you'll start seeing the reviews and everything tomorrow. So I can't talk about it until then. But I can give like my reactions. I did on Twitter. And one thing I said, action packed. And I went to the press junket on Sunday. So I can talk about that. And they talked about that. They were like, it's going to be 6 episodes, about an hour long each. I mean, the first episode was like 47 minutes. Hey, Ronnie Dodge. I'm doing good. We're talking about the Falcon and the Winter Soldier. The first episode was 47 minutes. I don't know how long the others, I only got to see the first. And they said at the press junket, there's going to be 6 episodes. 6 hours of footage or whatever. So I don't know if it's some going to be plus an hour, some a little less. The first episode, 47 minutes. I don't know if it's going to average out. Oh, here he is. I warned y'all. Here's Aiden representing St. Patrick's Day. Come show him. St. Patrick's Day.
I'm prepared.
And what happens? This is another thing y'all didn't know. What happens if you don't wear green on St. Patrick's Day?
You get pinched.
You get pinched. I'm not wearing green. Don't pinch me! Ow! Oh, that's so Aiden is representing in his green. He even has green shorts on. Y'all can't see. Green head to toe. Oh, they see it now. Green head to toe.
Sorry if the black's like blue.
That's all right, but you're wearing the green. You're representing St. Patrick's Day. And listen, we have learned now, what is St. Patrick's Day about?
Like St. Patrick, of course, but he was known for like letting all the snakes out.
He didn't let them out. He got them out.
Oh, yeah.
They were already let out up in Ireland, right? They were already let out up in Ireland, and he drove them out the country, maybe to England. I don't know. England can use some snakes.
Yeah, a lot of snakes.
Oh, geez.
Sorry.
You're getting like he knocked me in the face.
It was an accident.
All right. So tell everybody bye, because you got class. Wait, do you not have it till 10?
Yeah.
Okay. So you can hang out till 10.
Okay.
But don't forget, it's regular class, okay?
Okay.
All right. Tell everybody bye.
Bye-bye.
Wish them a happy St. Patty's Day.
Happy St. Patrick's Day.
I think they can hear you without yelling. Oh, in my ear. All right. I'll see you in a little bit. I won't be too long today. All right?
Okay.
Because I got stuff to do. Don't y'all keep me forever. I got stuff to do. All right. What are we talking about? Hey, Amanda. I feel like a bowl of Lucky Charms on St. Patrick's Day. Yeah,
I heard that funny joke though.
What, the Lucky Charms?
Yeah.
Because that's like your favorite cereal too.
Yeah, not my favorite.
Oh, you love those Lucky Charms cereal bars. Have you ever had those, Project Shark? The bars, that's what he loves.
Yeah.
All right. And then Ronnie said, I'm excited for that. I'm multitasking. I'm listening and baking chocolate chip cookies. Y'all just I'm over here eating my bagel thin like a little mouse on my diet. And y'all over here talking about Lucky Charms, Shamrock Shakes, chocolate chip cookies. Y'all are killing me. Y'all are killing me with this. Alanya said, hi, namaste. I'm doing good. Happy St. Patrick's Day. I'm wearing a DC, but Joker hair is green in the Riddler. True. And I wear my DC shirt with Joker and the Riddler. Oh, that's right. We were talking about the Falcon and the Winter Soldier. So I will tell you, I just told you 6 hours, 6 episodes. They said, I saw the first 47 minutes. But one thing they stressed in this is they weren't playing around when it comes to the action. They said this in like over and over in the press junket. Kevin Feige was there. We had Anthony Mackie and that Sebastian Stan. Who else was there? Malcolm something. I guess he was the writer, director, or something of the Falcon and the Winter Soldier. Maybe the writer. But they were like, even though this is gonna be a series, they're like, we're going to treat it like a movie as far as like the action stuff. And that's kind of how they did. They didn't like treat each, how WandaVision was kind of almost like each episode was different, right? Because you had like based on a different TV series and stuff. They were saying they treated like this, like a 6-hour movie. They said they were filmed it like it was a 6-hour movie and just tried to find the cutoff parts for each episode to be about an hour and kind of leave you like on those parts to kind of leave you like for the cliffhanger for the next. Which this would not, like, you'll be like, oh, what? It kind of leaves it like that, a little cliffhanger at the end, like, come on. So they kind of, like, did it that way. But one thing is they wanted to treat it like a movie as far as, putting the money into it. But with the action and all that, because this first episode, it starts out with some action. Like, they want to make a point to be like, this series is going to have some action. And we're going to show you right off the bat what you're in store for. Because those beginning scenes, I was just like, I was like, my mind blown. Because I love me some action. Y'all know that. I love me some action. So I was all into that. But then in the junket, they also said, I should have just named this the Falcon and the Winter Chat, huh? The Winter Soldier Chat. He said, don't do that to me, Ronnie. You're going to put him on Facebook. And here I am eating my little bagel thin. Ronnie, with your chocolate chip cookies. So what was I saying? You got me distracted with cookies. Oh, that's another thing from that press junket that they said, the Falcon and the Winter Soldier, is that also having the 6 hours, they get a chance to really dive deep into first the backstories of the characters. Because, I mean, what do you really know about? Like, I'm talking about from the MCU, not from the comics and all that. I'm talking about the MCU. I know Schneider cuts tomorrow. I know. That's another one. I'm like, I don't know why didn't they break that into like an hour each week? That's a lot. That's a lot. I need like an hour each week. But I was saying, as the Winter Soldier, so they said this with it being 6 hours of, episodes that they had at the press junket. They're saying they really had a chance to get in the backstory. What did Project Shark? Wait, what? Project Shark didn't know the Snyder cuts tomorrow or what? Hello, hi, Kabir Khan. I'm over here. Project Shark said, wait, what? And I don't want to go on till I hear what. Yes, Snyder cut. Well, tomorrow, it's like at midnight, right? I mean, it officially comes on Friday, I think. But I just was saying because I think usually some people stay up late. I'm not staying up late. But I mean, it'll probably come at like, depending, isn't it like it drops at 12 Eastern or something like that? So then at like 11, I'm Central, so at like 11 my time. I think that's what he meant, because it don't come on like during the day then. I don't even know anything about Patrick's Day. Can you explain? Yes! Oh, you didn't even know what was coming on in Project Shark. Alanya. So this is all look, I've celebrated St. Patrick's Day since I've been born. That's how much, and we here in the U.S. celebrate it by, it's this the special day, and we know it's an Irish day. St. Patrick was the Irish, like a saint from Ireland, who is known. This is what I'm saying. All I know him for is in Ireland, they had a snake problem, and he drew out the snakes. He got them out of the country. That's what he did. But I'm sure he did plenty of other stuff for them to get a big celebration day for him, But it's just a day like we wear green. If you were here, my nephew was here, decked out in green, and it's a little thing. If you don't wear green, you get pinched. I don't know where that even came from. I think it's just something started. People are like, you didn't wear green, and pinched them. They have days, usually, but last year, we didn't have one in this year either. Usually there's St. Patrick's Day parades, especially in my town, because this town has a big Irish population. There's usually that was like the big day. The St. Patty's Day parade. But last year and this year, of course, the parade's been canceled because of the pandemic. So they haven't been parades. But it's actually, they said it's the day he died. So they kind of honored him with his own day. Wear green, drink beer, have parades, honor St. Patty's Day. If you're Irish, they always say, kiss me, I'm Irish. You don't want to be doing that in a pandemic either. I'd be like, no, don't even shake my hand, I'm Irish. Don't even do that. But it's just, especially people that have a lot of Irish descent, it's like a special day for them. Over here in the U.S., we're such a melting pot with different, backgrounds of people, that sometimes, it's nice to have a special holiday representing their nationality. So in the U.S., I feel like we have that a lot. There's special days that want to give for certain. I'm trying to think of other days that might have, because that's the Irish gets a day. Do we have other days? Maybe the Irish is the only one. Why they get their own day and not the other ones? Because I got a lot of Italian and Native American too, indigenous. How come I don't have my own days for my? Do they? Italians don't have so the Irish just the only ones that get their day. All right, where am I at? Because I don't like getting behind in comments. I'm not staying too long today. I got a crick in my neck. I know. Yes, a couple weeks ago I had a crick on this side. Now it made it this way. We don't even talk about that. But I don't want to get too far behind on the comments. I don't know anything about St. Oh yeah, I'm excited. Project Sure said I watch all the DC. Look, you see up there, right there. There's my Aquaman. And my friend, Tessa, she already watched the Snyder Cut. She asked for it. I was like, I didn't even want to ask for the screener. Is that bad of me? Because that's 4 hours of footage. I was like, that's a lot. That's a lot. I'm getting mad these days that they're making movies so long, like over 2 hours. I know Bollywood too, over 3 hours with movies and stuff. But I was like, I'm going to have to take my time watching this. But I did ask her, I was like, is my Aquaman in there a lot? She's like, there's a few more scenes. I was like, just a few? They're going to add how much, 2 hours more footage and just give me a few more scenes with my Aquaman? So then I got mad and I was like, I really got discouraged about watching this. I've watched all these movies. I've been waiting. What is the weather? It's rainy here. It's raining outside right now. April 30th, Rishi. It's summer morning. Where is Sir? Work. Always work. Ronnie said, I'm half wealth shall we have at David's Day, which is March 1st. Now, what is that? See, how come? That's what I'm saying. Irish, everybody celebrates the St. Patrick's Day. I mean, they have parades in the town we all go to. Everybody wears green. You don't get a day off like some of the holidays, granted. But I didn't even know the Welsh Day had March 1st. And that's David's Day. Like King David, I don't even know. I feel like we don't get enough diversity in our education as far as the other countries. And that's why I said they teach us the American history. That's what you get here, mostly American history, maybe some of the other stuff. I mean, we get our British history because they're talking about the war, when we got our freedom and stuff. But as far as like the other, we don't get a lot of that education. I don't even know about the Welsh Day, March 1st. He's eating for that movie, Project Shark said. For Corona arrived in our country. Oh no, be safe, Kabir Khan. Be safe. WW84, it's 8 out of 10. I enjoyed it. A lot of people were hating on the look, right there, that's my girl. There's my Aquaman. There's my girl. Because that's the original right there, girl power. That's why I love me some Wonder Woman too. But a lot of people were hating on that movie. I was like, I liked it. What are you talking about? You're hating on it. Granted, I wanted to see more. My favorite stuff of the Wonder Woman's first movie and second, and they showed even less in the second, is the Amazon women. When they're on their little island over there and training and all that, I loved it. And this second movie, I wanted more of that. I mean, they had that little beginning when she was doing that in the ring. She had to do that and had to win that competition. And I mean, she had to throw that spear through the ring. They had that little part, but then that was like, I want to see more Amazon. My mom and dad are getting their vaccines this weekend. Oh, good for you. Where is your mask show? Is it over? I don't know what you're talking about, Kabir. I mean, I got my mask right here. Our mask show? Aquaman 2 is filming soon in the UK this summer. And are they replacing that Amber girl? Because, I saw on Twitter, they were like talking about it. And everybody's like, get rid of her because of the whole Johnny Depp and her thing. But did they ever do it? They still not have her. Oh, it's a St. David's Day, Ronnie said. Imagine if Wonder Woman made it to Fortnite. That'd be crazy. I don't play Fortnite. Project Shock, I don't know. I don't play Fortnite. My kids do. Video games to me is like, I get sick. All that, I can't do it. Too many buttons. I was the original. Had to up and down, side to side button, and 2 buttons over here. That's all I can take. It got all these, you had to use all these other fingers to hit buttons and joysticks. I was done with the video games. Done. Come to India. I will show you all of India. I have a card too. You will be my guest. Oh, if I come to India, Kabar, I'm definitely going to come visit you. We're definitely going to come visit you if I come there. Plain and simple. I thought it was great too, Ronnie. I'm your best friend. You're my best friend. Will not go to work on that. You got to take off a day of work and show me around. Kabar, and that's friendship. That's friendship right there. So she still is doing it. She's still doing. Amber Heard is still doing the. So they couldn't cancel Amber Heard. They couldn't cancel no Amber Heard, could they? They're like, yeah, Amber Heard's still. I mean, I don't like really even when they want to change actors and actresses when they already have like the franchise going. Remember they did for the Hulk? Y'all remember? I'm just thinking the MCU. It was really Ed Norton, was it? And then they got the. I mean, at least that was early on enough that people forget. But I mean, the original Hulk was the Ed Norton, and then they changed it to the what's his name, which I like actually him better. I do because Ed Norton just didn't seem like the right kind of Hulk. But so I'm saying it's still kind of weird when they change it up with the actresses and actresses. So they didn't cancel her. I'm kind of glad. I wasn't hating. I wasn't hating on her. I don't even know what the Johnny Depp and stuff is about. Like apparently, like did she beat him or he said something's going on there that they were domestic abuse and all this, and so I don't even know. But this is where I get mad. I'm like, they don't. Oh wait, did he get fired from anything from that? Because that wasn't that the thing. Like did they fire him because the Pirates of the Caribbean because of that? Was he a dreamer? What or they got right? Did Disney cancel him? See, I don't even know. I don't even know. Wait, what? There is making Aquaman 2. You didn't know about this? Project Shark, you guys stay. He didn't know the Snyder Cut was coming out this week or about Aquaman 2. You guys stay up on this, Project Shark. You got to stay up on this. Your photo of your youth is very good. Can show you a photo once. So is it no history or significance for this day? The only significance of this day, they said it's his, I think it's the day St. Patrick died. It's like the day of his death. I went and looked, look, before I came on, I said, I have to go look at like some history of it. And I even Googled it. It was like the History Channel. And it just said St. Patrick his day observes the death of St. Patrick, the patron saint of Ireland. The holiday has evolved into a celebration of Irish culture, parades, special foods, like I said, like the corned beef and hash and that kind of stuff they said, music, dancing, drinking, and lots of green. That's all that they want to give me. That's all. Now they do have a thing like surprise and facts about, it's just the day. Like the real St. Patrick. Well, I didn't know this. Number one surprise and fact. The real St. Patrick was born in Britain. I didn't know. So they're going to honor. I mean, I guess she was still full Irish and can represent Irish being born somewhere else. Know about St. Patrick's life interwoven with folklore and legend. So it's mostly legend. Historians generally believe that he was the patron saint of Ireland, born in Britain, not Ireland, near the end of the 4th century. At age 16, he was kidnapped by Irish raiders and sold as a slave to the Celtic priest in Northern Ireland. After toiling for 6 years, as she escaped back to Britain, they're going to have... Why did Britain want to do this? Even on this special days, they can't. They got to be like, oh no, they can have a special patron to saint of Ireland, but he's still got to be British. There were no snakes around for him to banish. See, that's what I known him for. I was like, he's the one who banished all the snakes in Ireland. Now they're telling me there's no snakes. Everything they told us was a lie. Leprechauns are likely based on the Celtic fairies. And that's what we said. I knew something about leprechauns because you always see like the Irish St. Patrick's Day, little leprechauns being. It's not. So I don't even know that we celebrate in America. Like everybody, it's not like a big, huge holiday that you get off and everybody celebrates it. But if you're Irish, you're definitely if you have some Irish in you in America, you're definitely going to have your green on and be representing. A lot of people have. My sister had a shirt on today. Kiss me, I'm Irish. I was like, you better be careful because COVID. She's like, I know. But they just wear these t-shirts for fun. Usually every year we have the big parade. And a lot of people take off to attend the parade because it's just the shamrock was considered a sacred plant. Oh, I didn't know that. because you know it's the luckiest thing if you find a 4-leaf clover, right? So that was like the big thing. The first St. Patrick's Day parade was held in America. So they really, I think though, because I mean, we have a lot of Irish descent here, like a lot. I mean, if you see a whitish person, most likely they're gonna have some Irish in them here. It's most likely, and I mean, one of the first slaves, endeavored servants that they sent over to America were Irish people, right? And wasn't it from like the big war? What was the war with like Britain and Ireland? They had that big war, and then I mean, Ireland lost, and then they enslaved all the people that were fighting with Britain, and then a lot of them they like sent over to America at that time, right? Didn't they finally send them over? So I think that we had a huge Irish population. So at the beginning here, it was a lot of I can't say Irish people. But so I guess having that heritage, they really wanted, and being an American, not being able to celebrate anything really from their country, they wanted to have their own. So the first parade was here. What other facts? The Irish were once scorned in America. See, that's what I just said. I know a little bit of the history. Yeah, I know a little bit of history because they were. Oh, look, beginning at 45, a devastating potato blight caused widespread hunger throughout Ireland. But see, a lot of people, they came here, refugees, but they came over here as indentured servants. Like they sold themselves as slaves, but they were eventually freed after they worked off like their money that got them over here or whatever. And then corned beef and cabbage. Why do you say corned beef and hash? Corned beef and cabbage was an American, and I feel like this whole day ain't nothing to do with the Irish. Everything. The guy, he's from Britain, they say. The parade started in America. The food started in America. It's an American day. It's a day for American Irish people. But other people start to celebrate because who doesn't want to go to parade? That's why I said, Elena, who doesn't want to go to parade? That's why this is all I knew about St. Patrick's Day, Alana. That it was St. Patrick's Day, which it was false. They didn't even have snakes at that time, but that's what they told us. He drove out the snakes of Ireland. You wear green. If you don't, they're supposed to pinch you. You have parades. I mean, we know that because I've been to many of the parades. The parades on St. Patrick's Day. They drink there. And a lot of times here, they'll even put like in different rivers, and not a river, but like ponds, fountains and things like that. Lakes, sometimes they'll turn them green for St. Patrick's Day. So that day they'll have the green on those that you all wear green. Even they'll have like the beers and stuff. They'll have like green beers. They'll put like dye green in the beer. So everything's something about the green, something about leprechauns in there. That's all we know. But now we're getting the truth. He's from Britain. Look at us. Learn something every day. What did we see? I'm watching Indian Idol. You love that Indian Idol. I mean, Aquaman made over $1 billion, of course, is going to get a sequel. I'm excited to see what Patty and Gal are going to bring to Wonder Woman 3. Me too. Have you watched Snyder Cut? I haven't yet. It's 4 hours. I'm excited. Aquaman, hit me up, Aquaman 2. Honest. So it's not American Day. That's why I said, Alana, it's not like a big enough day that we get the day off. If you want to go to one of those parades, and sometimes they'll hold the parades later because it's always March 17th that we have St. Patrick's Day. It's always March 17th. They don't change that day, but sometimes they'll move the parades to like the weekends when people are off so they can all join. But they usually have one parade that's always on the 17th, and people take off and go to, and we're, my town, a lot of people go to it. Like I've been to it a few times, and it is packed. Like you can't even. It feels like I'm originally from New Orleans. We have Mardi Gras parade, and you can't even. It feels like a Mardi Gras parade. It's so tightly packed. I love being British, not so much for its dark history and what it did for the world. Look, I can't even read. Not so much for its dark history on what it did to the world. I mean, everybody should be a little proud for who they are. At times, maybe not. Like when they had the Trump here, I was like, wait, I'm like, yes, I'm American. Sorry, sorry about Trump. Like there was times when I was a little embarrassed. So I can feel you with that, Ronnie. I mean, there's gonna be some times in history where it's like, sorry, we did that. Sorry, like you're always gonna be like that, I think. But overall, I think people should be, have some kind of pride of where they are, unless you were one of these like indentured slaves and still enslaved. I mean, if they were sent over here as a indentured slave and like at that time when they had sent people from Africa coming over and they're slaves, I mean, I wouldn't be proud then. That's another dark period of our time with slavery and stuff like that you wouldn't be proud of. But overall, it's good to have patriotism for your country. Don't laugh, Alanya. Don't you laugh. I told you what we know. I asked my nephew who is 7. I was like, because he came in all his green. I was like, oh, it's St. Patrick's Day. What do you celebrate? He's like, it's about the leprechauns. That's what he first said. And I had to tell him, I was like, no, it's about the St. Patrick's. And then I told him the lie that we were told about him running out the snakes. That now they said they didn't even have snakes, that's just the tail. But he thought it was about the leprechauns. Rishi, Disney Plus on High School Musical, the musical, the series. Let me tell y'all something. Because who has Netflix? Probably a lot has. Hi, Vijay. Say my name. I did Vijay. Hi, Vijay. No, so just Rishi got me think about the music, High School Musical, the series, all that on Disney Plus. Because yesterday I was at a press junket. I know I did a lot of press junkets this week. 3. One of them's kind of secret. I can't talk about yet. The Falcon and the Winter Soldier. I did one Saturday. That secret was then yesterday or Sunday, the Falcon and the Winter Soldier one. Then yesterday I did it for a new movie coming out on Netflix that reminded me so much of that High School Musical. It was just, or like those Teen Beach movies. Or ain't that Teen Beach? Did that have the Zac Efron in it? Because in this, it's called A Week Away, and it's got the boy. He was first in Bunked. Remember that Disney show, the Disney Channel show Bunked? He was the one. He looked like almost like a young Zac Efron in that. And we interviewed him yesterday and had the bill. It reminded me so much of that, but on like a religious level. Because they went to like the camp for the week, and it was a musical. They were singing and dancing, just like on that. A little love, teen love stories kind of going on in it. But they sang, it was like a church camp. It was a church camp, and they sang like a lot of these religious songs. But I was like, this is like a High School Musical with like a church spin on it. I still liked it. I was singing along all those songs. Some of them I didn't even know, but then they were stuck in my head, and I was singing them all day long. Anyway, it's coming on Netflix, I think, in a couple weeks, maybe 1 or 2. It's called A Week Away. Is it right that the U.S. government gave money to George Floyd? Well, it wasn't I guess it was the government, but actually it was more the police unit had to. Because, if you have a wrongful death suit, especially if it's against a government branch, like the police, a government funded, you can sue. Like, even though, his case is still going on and stuff, but you can sue for wrongful death. Even, what if you had a wrongful death? Or even personally, you can do that. Not even the government. You remember OJ, right? OJ, he was tried, for the criminal part of it, and they said innocent. But then, like that, what is it? The Ron Goldman family and all that went back and sued him for like a wrongful death, which I think they won that and got millions and millions for the death of Ron. So it was fun. It's weird. That was like a weird case because criminally he didn't go to jail for that. They said he was innocent. But then when the family went back and sued for like a wrongful death, just him personally sued them, that they like won millions. I don't know if they ever got it, because sometimes they'll go bank, if it's just an individual, they can go bankrupt and not have to, I don't know how much they got or anything, but anybody like for that kind of stuff can get sued. So for the George Floyd thing, they actually went and sued, right, the police force or whatever for wrongful death. And didn't that Breonna Taylor, I thought she did that. Didn't she win? I know they did the same thing, that family. So yeah, anybody can do it. I mean, for any kind of wrongful death, you can sue, the police force, you can sue a person, an individual person for the wrongful death, like they did OJ. And they won. That was like the weirdest case because they won that for the wrongful death and got the money from him, or at least tried. I don't know how much they got. But then for criminal, he got innocent. So right there, it's like, you're saying he's guilty here by giving them the money, but then he don't have to go to jail. That's what rich people, probably everywhere, not even just in this country, but if you got money, you're gonna get over on some stuff. You're gonna get over on some stuff. Sonic the Hedgehog 2 is beginning to filming. I'm excited about that one. Project Shark, because I went to like the little red carpet opening thing of the first one last year. Oh, it feels like it was January 2020. And they flew me, because it was Paramount, flew me over there. We attended the little red carpet thing. I interviewed Jim Carrey, Ben Schwartz, what's the other guy? James Martin. Yeah, like them. Got my little pictures with him. I don't know. Have you seen my pictures of them? My little selfies with all of them. I did. Ben Schwartz is my favorite. I mean, Jerry Carey was great too, because we also got to bring our kids and all to the interviews, and he was great with the kids. He was like, he came in and did his little lemony snicket. One of that lemony. He's like, do I smell children? He was great with it. You can tell he was like good with the kids, but that was a fun one. And I was surprised how much I loved the movie. I was like, a Sonic movie? What? Especially after we saw that first trailer and how weird Sonic looked, but then they changed him. So I was like, is this going to be good? And I was surprised how much I loved it. So I'm excited. Project Shark, I'm with you on that. I'm excited for the Sonic the Hedgehog 2. The Flash movie is filming next month in the UK as well. So excited for Michael Keaton back. Yeah, I've just never been. What did Alana retract? Oh, man. I always wonder what people say when they retract it. Oh, The Flash. I've never been huge into The Flash. But I actually am excited for it because I'm one of those, even though they have the Schneider cut coming out, I still liked the just regular Justice League movie. I liked it. I didn't think it was the greatest of even the superhero type movies, but I didn't think it was as bad as a lot of people say. I didn't think it was horrible as a lot of people thought. And one of my favorite parts in it was the Flash. Oh, my lips are getting a little dry. Let me moisten up. It's time to moisten up. Look. But one of my favorite parts in that Justice League movie was the Flash. So I'm actually excited for this to have a movie. Ronnie. And what did he say? Did you hear in the UK, a girl went missing, they found her remains, and it was a police officer that kidnapped and murdered her and is just gone to court. Is that why they're, like, it's been a big thing I've seen, like, on Twitter about women's rights and a lot of things about women and safety, because I know I saw a lot of stuff going around about like how, women, like all women, kind of have this little part in the back of their minds, like the aggressive force men use on them are scared and the violence against women. So that must have been the case, because I saw it came from like the UK that it was trending. That must have been why. What was her name too? Ronnie, what was the girl's name? Because I remember a name of that. He'll remember. He'll tell me. Hi, Arthav. Alana, have you seen that Disney movie named Cheetah Girl? I've not watched it. But I've heard of the Cheetah Girls. But Alana, if you like that, I can't. Secret. I just said I had a press junket on Saturday, but there's going to be a movie coming out that has that same kind of, and it's not a Disney. It's like a Sony movie. It's going to be coming out. Oh, well, I can talk a little, because they released it. They're having a new movie coming out with like Ashanti. And it kind of has that same little like flair that you might like. The Honey Girls is the name. If I'm not supposed to say, don't say nothing. I don't know. Because they had a press release about it. Don't say nothing. But anyway, look it up because it kind of has like, where's my Rishi? Because he likes the American and India idols and all that. And it kind of has that same tone because the movie's supposed to be like they're trying out for like an idol competition. Rishi might like it too. It's true that his people do not talk much, but seeing you, I miss my throat. Oh, like that you wish we can just talk voice, like back and forth just instead of typing. Sometimes I miss that, especially when I'm behind on comments and I'm like trying to catch up and it's not just like a easy flow. But today's comments been great. Not a lot. I like when everybody comes and chats, but I love when I can just have this little conversation with a small little group and just keep up with the comments and it's just more personal. I love this. Everybody, you know what they all out doing? They all out celebrating St. Patrick's Day. That's where everybody is, right? Alana, that movie is inspired to Bollywood. I think you should react to one of its songs. Maybe you can try One World song. Oh, let me write that down. Because I was thinking that I just talked about a week away, the Camp movie. And how much I love those songs. Let me write this down. Where was it? Where did Alana say that? Oh, One World. And that's the Cheetah Girl song. Because I was thinking, let me see. Let me write this down before. All right. The Week Away, I'm telling you, even though it had like the little different spin I was like, I was loving the song so much that I wish I like reacted to them or that they had like a little music video out or something about it. Because I would totally react to the music video for them. I think they should do some kind of little music videos. I'm excited when they start filming Hocus Pocus 2. Yeah. But is it going to be like one of those? But, well, let me tell you this. Like they just had Coming to America, which is like the sequel to this one is Coming the Number 2 America, which is the sequel to Coming to America, just T.O., right? I know it's the name's funny because it sounds the same when you say it, but they just had the sequel for it, which was 30 years after the fact. The first movie came out 30 years ago. Actually, I think 31 years ago. And they have this, which I enjoyed it. But some people were like hating on it because they're like, oh, it's too long and all this. I wonder if the same thing happened with Hocus Pocus. I mean, how long ago has that one been? The first movie. I loved it. I ain't saying that. I loved the first movie. But that was one of those, I'm like, has it been too long, you think? I mean, the original's such a classic that they just have to bring it. They just have to really come with a great movie for Hocus Pocus, because as great of a classic that is, they really have to come with it for a sequel. They better bring every great thing. And then how old? Because the Sarah Jessica Parker, she was in it, but she was the young one in. Now she got, and then Bette Midler and Kathy Najimy. I met Kathy Najimy. I never could say her name before. She's really nice, but they're going to be like the super old elderly witches now, right? I wouldn't say elderly. I know they're not that old, but they just really got to bring it. You can easily understand the songs in the movie in English, Alana said. I'm gonna check it out. The Cheetah World, right? Rishi have to break up with, somebody broke up. Yeah, that's a thing. I don't remember what we're talking about there. Yeah. Well, I too have not watched it. I just heard some of its songs. Sarah Everard was the girl. Oh, I thought I would recognize the name. I don't. Who was murdered. But I definitely heard about the story because it's been like a big thing. Even on Facebook, a lot of people posting stuff against like women and violence. Space Jam, a new legacy. I'm a little excited, but Godzilla versus Kong and Mortal Kombat. I know, I'm excited for those. I even asked, so we want to talk about that because I was like, the Schneider cut. I was like, I didn't even ask for a screen. I didn't. I was like, I'll just watch it when everybody else. But the Godzilla vs. Kong, I already sent them an email. I was like, screener here. Like, I want to review it. I want to see this one early. Please send me a screener when they come out right here. They're like, we'll put you on the list. I was like, I'm going to remind you if y'all don't get it. Arthur turned 18 this Sunday. And this age brings lots of duties and rights. My school life is going to end, and my career path is going to begin. Life is going to change. I'm a bit nervous, but excited. Why am I all of a sudden getting a little runny nose? 18, I mean, it's big, right, Arthav? I don't know the differences, 18 there than here. But I mean, here you're legally an adult, right? You're legally an adult. You can do things like buy cigarettes. That's like one thing. Like, I think you have to be 18, or maybe they changed that to 21 because you can't buy like alcohol and stuff till you're 21. But you can join the military. You can legally live alone. Like if you're under 18, you can't live alone either with your parents. Like you're under your parents' protection, or if you don't, you have to live like in some kind of government assisted type place for minors, right? It's exciting though. And I can see how it's scary, but I mean, I'm sure you have a family support there that always will be there for you at the hard times. I still lived alone at 18. I didn't move out till I was 19, but I was like started college at 18. So I keep telling my kids, I was like, unless they go off to college, but I was like, even if you want to live here in college, like you can stay here and go to college, and get your degree. I would rather stay here than have to like move out and get a job and all that. I would rather you stay and get a good college education, and you can stay here for it, because I really want them to have a good education and college degree. Mr. Carius is finally here. I know I'm late, but it's raining in my wife. Oh, it's raining here too. It is raining here too, Mr. Carius. I'm sorry that I haven't posted my part 3, but it's pretty long. And you saw I watched the other 2. I was like, I ain't forgetting it this week. And I was proud. Mr. Carius. I was like, oh, I think they were great. His little stories on there. And this is the only part, which I know it's hard to like speak and like tell the stories, but I wish you had like voice actors for that. Look at me. We're already putting together stuff. Because he does these stories, which I love. And I told him like these what ifs, I don't know if y'all ever read the what if comics where they take, what if Peter Parker was there? They take these superheroes and put them in different situations. So he's been doing a lot of this on his channel, or has at least 2 up in these stories. But then you do your stories and it's kind of like the computer saying it, which I was like, oh, I wish like you can give more emphasis to the words when you're like talking about it. Anyway, that's my suggestion. In the future, we got to find some voice actors for you, Mr. Carius. Our Miss Ronnie's. I'm excited for Suicide Squad too. Me too. But like I wouldn't have been because I didn't like the first at all. But then they have James Gunn doing the second one now. So I'm like, oh, it's better be bad. But then how much, because I'm not a huge even Guardians, especially Guardians 2. I'll say this over and over, never liked it. Guardians 2, I don't even think I finished it. I fell asleep like the first time I watched it. Never got interested. The first Guardians I liked. But everybody's James Gunn. I'm like, it's not like he can't do a bad movie. I've seen Guardians too. So we'll see. I mean, you can't get much worse, I think, than the first movie in Suicide Squad. Pretty bad here. Oh, it's lightning. You better be careful, Mr. Carius. Same here in India. We get right to vote. You have right to vote too. 18, right to vote, and live and travel alone. I'm a bit nervous, but my family is always there, and you, to give me a smile when I'm sad or depressed. That's why, it's important to have family and stuff like that to always be there and support you, but always, you're gonna come across tough times that'll set you back on things, and to know you always have your support of your family gives you a little room to like really go for gold. Because sometimes, if it's just you, let me tell you, when I had kids, that's when I was like, oh, it's not just me. Like I have people dependent on their livelihood for me now. So it made you like much more careful about choices you make, especially when it concerns your career and money and things like that. So, I've told this story many times of how I was a scientist in a lab. I'm still a scientist, but I worked in a laboratory for like 15 years and eventually left it to do what I do now. but it wasn't without careful planning and thought. In my younger days, I would have been like, bye. I'd have been like, bye, I'm out. I'm doing this. But knowing I had kids and a family, I did have a husband who had a state, but even then he didn't have a job that carried insurance. So I like stayed in my job longer than I wanted to, even in the science field, longer than I wanted to, because it was really becoming depressing. I told you that with funding cuts and things like that, I was ready to get out like longer before, but I was like, no, here we have to have insurance. Something goes wrong, medical expense, like you have to carry insurance, and usually your work carries the insurance. So I had to wait till like he got in a very stable position that gave us good health insurance, and then I was able to like eventually leave. But that's what I'm saying. You can make these kind of choices when you have people there to support you. Go for your goals, because you're gonna have people there to support you. So I mean, you might fail, but you have or you might succeed too, but at least you have that family back to back up on in case you do. It's just that extra little security that you have that gives you like, oh, I'm really gonna do this, and and don't have kids yet. That's what I say. Wait to start a family and all that until you're nice and settled and get your degree, to go to your college and get a nice job and settled, and that's when start a family. That's my, I didn't have my first kid till I was 28. I was 28 when I had him. And it's because I went through college. I wanted to finish my college. And I even got a master's degree. So I even went further into college. And then I wanted to settle into a job and all that. So I waited a long time to have my first kid, and I highly suggest that. I highly suggest that waiting. I feel like too, it makes you more. I can imagine having like a kid at a young age, like even like early 20s. I had friends that had them, 19, 20, 21. I was not mentally prepared at all. Not even mentally prepared, but even financially and stuff like that. I always say, wait to get married too. Why not? Because a lot of people regret that. They'll get married and then later on they'll be like, oh, I didn't. What do they say? They say, I didn't. What is it? What are I can't think of the word. They're oats, right? When they're wild oats, they call them, right? When they didn't go out and have fun and hang out with friends and party and date, and then they regret it later and they want to do it when they're older. I'm like, it's too late then. You should do that when you're young. As an ex-foster kid, I wasn't allowed to get my own place till I was nearly 21. So is it different in the UK? Is it not 18? Because here it's 18. Like if you're in the foster, like at 18, even if you're not ready, they're like, you're on your own now. You're right about that. I do have some insecurities. I don't exactly have a good narrating voice. And also I think it's probably because you have female characters too, Mr. Aquarius, right? So you kind of want like a female, like saying some of the parts. I'm just saying eventually, do what you're doing now. I love it. I think it's interesting. But eventually when that channel has like the 1 million subscribers wanting these stories, Mr. Aquarius, you gotta think about expanding and getting the voices and everything like that. I've got to go. Bye, Ronnie. Thanks for coming. I'm going soon. It's almost an hour. And I said, it's going to be shorter today because I got stuff to do. I'm aware of the dangers of lightning, but honest, there's just something about this chat that makes me, oh, Mr. Aquarius. Don't make me tear up, Alana. Oh, you were a scientist? Yes, Alana. And which course? I mean, what field? Oh, biochemist. I have a master's degree in biochemist, but I worked in a research lab for like 15 years, and we worked in the department of psychiatry. So I worked on brain cells. We tested like different. We test a lot of different medications. Some anesthetics we would test. We worked with like another straight chemistry lab that made different compounds, and we would test it on brain cells, but like psychotropic type drugs, like, so it's there. We tested a lot of different drugs and compounds from anesthetics. That's what I said, all through the mental health varieties of drugs on just like at a cellular level. So it was just, we'd have the brain cell have little probes in it, watch like the charges up and down and just see how, and then put the drug on the actual brain cell. So we would test these drugs on like the cellular brain cell level. That's what I did. But my degree's in biochemistry. Hi, Patrick. Patrick came to say hi on St. Patrick's Day. That's the best name to have today, Patrick. Arthur, my story got selected in a Woman's Day and anthology, and I became the youngest person to get stories selected and published in national. Oh, that's awesome. A pleasant surprise for me. I'm like, congrats, Arthur. That's a great achievement. I watched To Dance to One 3 in Colors TV Saturday and Sunday. In May, I got Best Child Author Award and won an international event organized by Authors Association for that story in India. Further, my 3 stories got selected. Arthur, you're a writer then, huh? Is that kind of like what you want to do? I mean, already you're getting all these awards for like the writings in your stories. You are author, Arthur. I unexpectedly got some ideas from a violent and graphic show. Jot them down. Keep them all down, Mr. Curious. It might come in one day. It's called The Boys. I don't remember. The Boys as far as like the Amazon show The Boys? Because I've read the comics of those too. Is it that The Boys? Which is very, like they have, oh, that one's very inappropriate, but I like it. Even the show on Amazon. Is that the one you're talking about, Mr. Curious? Because I love that show on Amazon too. But it is a lot of gore, heads explode, a lot of inappropriate, like crazy stuff. Okay, so name an uncommon amino acid for, what do you need amino acids for, Elena? An uncommon one. But it makes me wonder about the Justice League in real life, Mr. Curious said. What do you mean? Why does it make you wonder about the Justice League in real life that's the violent, if it's the boys? Why am I coughing like this? Hold on, I gotta get my Kleenex. No, look, this is what happens when it's live. Y'all gotta just wait. And I'm almost out of my coffee. I think that's the problem. All right, where's my coffee? All right. I told y'all, I don't know what it is. All of a sudden, I'm coughing. This is what happens when we're live. I don't get to edit out this kind of stuff. Where am I at? Arthur. I was thinking of going to maths in future, but this is the year my stories and writings got so much recognition and praise that now, true, it makes you think, huh? Why not do both though? You can even if you want to go in the math field, because I'm always one to suggest. Also, you could have answered. Are you testing me, Alina? Because that one has the selenium instead of the sulfur compound. Is that what? Should I get a test? I just would thought you were just like wanting me to do your homework. I mean, there's been like 300 different amino acids or something or over. I just wondered why you wanted me to answer it, but I didn't remember that one. And you have to remember too, like when was that one even discovered? I don't even remember, because you have to remember how old I am too. When did I go to school? Over 20 years ago? Over 20 years ago? Like, I don't even. Why am I coughing? Hold on. I am gonna have to end it soon though. I am gonna have to end it soon though, because I can't stop coughing. I can't talk doing this. And Vicky just showed up, and I'm going. Vicky just showed up. But I can't hardly talk. I'm over here coughing. I'm almost out of drink. where am I thinking? Yeah, so I was telling Arthur about math. You want to go into something like don't get a field though where you want to see the job market because job markets ain't play out there. Like you gonna math is always something stable. Always push stable, and writing can be too, but that is also something you can do as a hobby. And then who knows, write a book or something, and who knows, it might take off. Like I said, I started out in biochemistry. And look what I'm doing now. Like I eventually left it. It doesn't mean that just because that's what you choose at that time that you can't ever change and you're stuck in that forever. It doesn't mean that. So I'm just saying, Arthur, why not do both? Thank you for calling me Arthur. I think I have a long journey to go, but keep on practicing. I can't even talk. I'm over here choking up. Oh, Elena said just for fun to ask me. A lot, and I'm gonna tell you, Elena, though, a lot of stuff too. This is true. Like if you're young or whatever, I forget a lot. Especially I've been out of it for like 5 years. Even you want to talk about math. Oh, I was so good at math. Like even in college, I became like for extra money. I tutored. I became a tutor and would help in algebra and even calculus. I would tutor these subjects. Say 20, 25 years later, here comes my kids asking some math questions, which they're like most of it I'm still remember, but some of it I'm like, I used to tutor this stuff and now look, I forget. Like age will get you sometimes, especially if you're not totally practicing it for so long. So a lot of stuff like you get me like that, I'll be like, even my kids will come out, Mom, you're a scientist, you should know this, and ask me a question. I'm like, been a long time since I studied this. I gotta Google some of this myself and try to remember it. It's been a long time. If you're not practicing every day, but even if I wasn't the research field still, that's not like a common thing. I mean, I was in psychiatry, people ask me that too, especially with the virus, with the COVID stuff going around. Like, well, you're a scientist, you should answer this. I'm like, I wasn't a virologist. I wasn't studying viruses. I would have to look it up. If I looked up and read the papers, I have enough science knowledge to understand it, probably than someone who doesn't. But it's still, I'm old. I'm old and don't remember everything. All right. I'm going to end this. I can't even talk. I got to end it. It's been over an hour. It has. How much time you are lost? I've been over an hour on, Vicky. I've been on over an hour. I got Elena over here quizzing me on my biochemistry stuff. She's over here. What field are you in, Elena? Because I mean, even to know that's not everybody would know like about the amino acids and stuff. So I feel like you must be in like this, like at least like the science or interested in the science field. Maybe I should save some of the things I'm saying for Yes, but you're not saving this, Mr. Carius. You're not saving this. We're almost the opposite because math is one of the things that makes me sad. Oh, there are a lot of commotion in my mind regarding career to choose. That's why I'm waiting for my school to end and I will give half a month time to ponder. He's just going to ponder for. You're right. Later, I should go. I can't even hardly talk. I'm a graduate in B.com. What is B.com? Is this some kind of new age? I'm a graduate. What is the B.com? She's like, you're a biochemist on B.com? I'm an old one. I'm an old one, Elena. My Govinda scene. It's very funny. Oh, I will before 10 minutes because it's your time to go. You have kept a dog. What race does it belong to? Is it not at the? I do have a dog. I'm going to sadly sign off. I got to go too. I'm going to have to look that up later. I don't know what B.com is. I'm going to have to look that up. But I am going on. I'm sorry. I can't. I've already been on an hour and 10 minutes now, but I feel like every time I talk, I'm going to like choke. Maybe I need to get more. I'll go drink some tea. That's what I should start doing. I'll drink my coffee, but have some tea here I feel like I got something stuck in my throat, but it's been fun. I even look, Elena, we're gonna have to do this again. She's gonna have to come test me because I need to keep up on it's been over 5 years since I even been in the laboratory. But even that's why I said over 20 since I really was hardcore studying my biochemistry background kind of stuff. Elena needs to be up here quizzing keeping me on top of my toes with the science. Yeah, that's what Elena's got here now. Keep me on top of my toes with it. All right, y'all. I'm gonna go Google what B.com is. I'm gonna go Google what that is after too. But thanks for coming. And I'm sorry I'm over here coughing halfway through. Look, Becky, I've been on over an hour, but I feel like something's stuck in my throat. I can't stop coughing. I feel like and you know how Vicky knows how I get loud. That I'm gonna call something up over here, and it ain't helping. It ain't helping even my little bits of coffee that's left. So this is what happens when you're live. You can't stop this stuff. Oh, it's a bachelor's in commerce. I didn't know they had that little short saying for it. Bachelor's in commerce. Like commerce, like money? Elena, you good at the monies? I might be quizzing Elena next time and give me some money advice. We got our big stimulus checks today. The U.S. government sent the stim. I might have to talk to Elena how to invest. Where'd Elena go? It's time for me to quiz her. All right, really, I gotta go. I can't talk. I can't talk. But next time I'm gonna have my tea with me. We ain't gonna let this happen again. And it's been fun. I'm sad I have to go, and Vicky just got here though. Me and Vicky have good talks. I'm gonna put on here too. Vicky wants a Govinda. But Vicky, I love my Govinda, but if I know if there's a number one Govinda fan, I feel like Vicky gets that trophy. Vicky gets the Govinda trophy. It's embarrassing. I'm over here doing my YouTube, but I can't even talk with the cough. All right, y'all. I love you guys. Thanks for chatting with me. I'm sorry I have to end it with this wretched throat problem. But I enjoyed it. I enjoyed our little talk. I'm going to tell you the truth. I really enjoyed a smaller crowd. Is that mean to say? But I enjoyed the smaller crowd today just so we can. Oh, and Arthur wants for Devi. Let me write that down. Shra Devi. Arthur, number one for Devi fan. I think people are going to be. I'm the number one fan, but you a drinker. Okay, if you want. Yeah, I'm going to go get some tea, Carbab. And I'm sad to go, but I enjoyed the smaller crowd that look, how many times I gotta keep up with the comments today and all that. I like not having we can just have a regular little conversation right here. It was fun. And I love you guys, and I'll see you next week. Mwah, take care of each other. Take care. Be nice to each other. All that good stuff. And see you. And I'll get y'all some reaction videos. Maybe not today. I don't even know if every time I talk, I feel like in my throat I'm about to cough, trying not to holding it back. All right, y'all guys. Bye, y'all. Bye.